This is going to be, you know it, you know it. Yes, you know it. Of course, it's so obvious. How you will not know it? Oh my gosh. The assassin instinct fully explained. So obvious, right? Officially, I think it was in this episode kind of the worst intro ever. All right. But this is kind of a weird podcast today, folks. We have kind of a weird, how can I say, performance because today I am not transmitting live. I am currently, this is Derek in the past. What you are seeing here is Derek in the past because I am currently in a spiritual retreat on the vortices of Sedona with a friend. And so I pre record this couple of days before that you will see it, but always that you are looking a video is kind of always on the past, so it's nothing new. But I just want you to know that this is the case for today. And now let's get right into it, my friend. Welcome to the most transformative podcast in the world. Oh yeah, baby. This is the Mastermind Podcast Challenge. Hulk Hogan, Season 2 with your host, your doctor, Derek Israel. And this is the episode 561. All right. So let's get right into it. And before we go with the information, it's going to be so good today. It's gonna make you compete like hell today. you know, it's gonna make you a hell of a winner. This information that I will share with you. But before, let me tell you that I don't know if I have a link for this. I don't think so. I think that I will be launching this new course later in this day, right? Because at the hour that this go live, I will be on my way to my apartment from my spiritual retreat. So I will probably launch the course after that. So probably here you will not find a link, maybe yet. I don't know. Go to where it says all promoted. And in that link, you can check if it's already there. But I am launching today my new course that is called tan ta ta tan ta ta tan 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 ta ta tan ta ta tan tan tan. Oh my gosh! Oh Derek, what is the new course? Check this out, baby. Hyper productivity, unleashing the beast, my friend. So if you have a massive project that you want to conquer, that you want to materialize, this is the program that you need to take with your favorite doctor, Dr. Derek Israel. Hyperproductivity is a program designed for you to materialize a masterpiece, the greatest project of your life in only 1 month. So if you are ready to go hyperproductive, I am hyperproductive right now. I have been doing this podcast every day, every Monday to Friday, like for the last, I don't know, almost 200 episodes. I am hyper productive right now. I am going into a run of materializing and producing 9 courses in 9 weeks. And this is my second one after the integrity. So now we are off with the discount on integrity, but we have a discount on the hyper productivity. Alrighty, my friend, go to the link into the description and check it for yourself. So now let's say what we need to say. So last Friday, I launched a podcast that is called The Assassin Instinct. It's a shortcast. So I didn't express the whole idea in the shortcast because for me, what I am doing with the shortcast is that for me, that is more artistic. That is not something so theoretical. That is something that I want to express more in music and in voice, combining music and voice, music and podcasting. For me, that is a new experiment that I am doing. I think that this is the future of podcasting. I think that the future of podcasting is related also with music production. So I am getting better at it because I am foreseeing the future, and I am going to attack it. That is what we winners do, right? We attack the future. We don't attack the past. We attack the future. What is coming, baby? And so yeah, that is my strategy. And I did a shortcast about this idea of the assassin instinct. But here in this episode of today, I want to discuss a little bit more about the context, about how I arrived to that idea, how I generated that idea, and how that idea can make or work wonders in your life, miracles in your life. So are you interested in that? Let's go to then. So a little bit of my story, and if you are a hardcore fan of Derek Israel, you probably know a little bit about it. But one of the most important stages of my life was working pretty deeply on my basketball skills when I was a kid. So I used to go a lot to the court to work with my dad, to train with my dad, with my father, in order to develop better skills and to be a better player. And one of the things that my father taught me, it was this philosophy about the assassin instinct. And basically, the whole idea was that every time that I was on the court, I was about to conquer. Now, I may fail or win. I did both. I mean, in basketball, I was the best and I was the worst. Like both. In one time of my life, I was one. In another time of my life, I was the other one. It's like I experienced both opposites in that journey. I experienced what was to be a champion and what was to be in a team that we never won, not even one game, right? So, but the philosophy was the same all the time, independently of my performance, independently of my emotional stuff that I was dealing with, and independently of my teammates. My philosophy was the same. Every time that I step up on the court, I had a killer instinct, assassin instinct. I was not there to play a game. I was there to smash. I was there to conquer. I was there to foresee an objective, to aim the objective, and to conquer the objective. Easy peasy, no regrets, no negotiations, nothing. Very simple. And I think that that was one of the most powerful things about my game, more than the skills. It was the philosophy because it was simple for me. Like when people go to a stuff in their life, in my case, a basketball court, but maybe like I don't know, for you, maybe a baseball park or maybe a theater if you watch an actor, or I don't know. But sometimes when people uh, put a foot in the court, they are divided. They are not integrous. They have one idea, I need to do this. They have another idea, I need to do this as well. I don't know. They are indecisive. They are splitted. They are fragmented. They don't have a maximum concentration of forces. And that is something that I discuss a lot in my hyper productivity course, Unleash the Beast. Go to the link in the description. I discussed there a lot about concentrating forces, because you need to concentrate your forces if you want to conquer in life. And a lot of people, average people, they step up to whatever divided, and it is easy for them to suck. It is easy for them to not be at their best, and they find a lot of alibis. Alibis is excuses. It's another word for excuses. I don't know in which language it is, but it is alibis. I read it in a book a couple of days ago. Now I'm confused. It was alibis or abilis? Huh. Anyways, one of those. So they have a lot of excuses for why they didn't do it good. Of course, they have a lot because they are so divided. So they will say, well, I was not giving my best because of blah, blah, blah. So there's always an excuse. But when you have this philosophy of the assassin instinct, what is your excuse? If you failed, you failed, and that's it. Because you are so clear. You are crystal clear on your objective. You are going to go there and you are going to conquer. Bam, that's it. We don't need to talk anymore. You don't need a whole full hour of podcast anymore. It's as simple as that, but it's so powerful, this philosophy of life, that, oh man, sometimes we don't want to take one of these. And currently, our current culture is demonizing this kind of philosophies as toxic masculinity. And they are saying, oh, that is the same philosophy that, toxic men used to hit women or to kill children or to blah, 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 blah. No, that is not toxic masculinity at all. This is just what we are as humans. We are hunters. That's what we are. How you can debate that? Can you go? Do you want to go to the evolutionary forces? Do you want to go to the evolutionary history? We are hunters. That's our nature. And a hunter hunt, and a hunt is to kill. And of course, I am not promoting any violence. This is not about that. This is not about killing or hurting people. This is about goals in life. Applying this assassin instinct to our personal goals, to our business goals, to our spiritual goals, to our relationship goals, to our sexual goals. Do you have an assassin instinct when you go to have sex with your wife? If you are a woman, do you have it with your man? Or you are like, okay, let's do sex today. Alrighty. That is not the assassin instinct, my friend. The assassin instinct is, baby, do you want sex today? Let's remove your shirt right now. Let's do it. And you go and you smash that man. Smash it every time. There is no time like you are like, I don't know, honey. I have a little bit of a headache tonight, honey. That is not the assassin instinct. That is the average. That is your friend that will be divorced in the next year. If you want to maintain an optimal sexual and emotional and intimate and holistic relationship, you need to apply the assassin instinct in bed as well as in every other area of life. So if your man wants sex, you go and do it. If your woman wants sex, you are lethal sexually. And to be lethal sexually, there is a concept that I am developing in one of my books that I'm working about all the new paradigms of sexuality that I am creating with a lot of people in TikTok, join us if you want to change the world. To be lethal sexually, I mean, for that, about that, for me, it means, and the conceptual and operational definition is that to be ready to have sex in every moment of time. So in proportion that you are ready to have sex in any moment, like in any moment, in that proportion is your sexual lethality. How lethal are you? So if you're a man and your woman wants sex, you have the killer instinct, you have lethality. You can go and boom, attack, conquer with love, dude, with compassion, with intimacy. To conquer is it's not violence. That is an archaic, primitive way of understanding the spiritual phenomenon of conquering. The spiritual phenomenon of conquering is transcending, and sometimes we transcending love. We don't transcend with punches and with kicks and with Jackie Chan style stuff. My friend, we transcend with enlightenment, with illumination. We transcend with our light, with our Reiki, with our chi, with our vitality, with our creativity, with our consciousness, with our love. So that is just one area. But the killer instinct, you can apply it in business every time that you are working with a client. Are you one of those? Oh man, if you have a business and you are like this, you don't have it. It's like, well, if he wants to buy, well, then he will buy. No, that is not the killer instinct, man. You persuade that client to buy. Why? Because your product and your service is so fucking awesome that if your prospect do not buy, he's missing a celestial experience. He's missing his whole enlightenment. So your duty as a businessman or woman is to make him buy in an ethical and integrous way, but to make sure that the transaction proceeds forwards. That's business. And if you have the killer instinct, man, every time that you see a prospect, it's like boom, no play around, man. When I with a prospect, if you write me in my WhatsApp list or in any of my, I am not showing my banner today because I'm working on new technology. But if you go to chat with me in my WhatsApp list because you are interested in an offer or whatever, where is my WhatsApp list here? I want to help you, man, but I'm on business. Do you understand this? I'm on killer mode. I want you to be my client. Why not? If I know that I'm the best in the world in what I do. In transforming people, I'm the best in the world. No doubt about it in my mind. So I want you to confirm that. I want you to go to war with me. I'm going with the killer instinct, baby. I am not going to ask you, hey, customer, hey, prospect, how are you? Oh, and how is your mother? Oh, I don't care, man. What do you want to work and improve in your life? What do you want to transform? What is your next war to conquer? Do you want an ally? Do you want some help? I help. That's what I do for life. I'm a coach, I'm a psychologist, I'm a spiritual guru. This is what I do for breathing. Do you want me on your team? Let's go. Let's conquer together, baby. And that's it. Killer instinct on business. That is just a couple of examples on how to apply this, but I need you to apply this to every area. Okay? So why is so important to develop this? Because you will be all focused, man, on doing the things that you need to penetrate in reality. You will not be losing your time Like most people, you will not be distracting. Like most people, you will be on purpose. You are on a mission. Just check that podcast out. It is called You Are on a Mission, Mastermind Podcast. You are on a mission. Listen to that because you are. What is the mission? Your life. Your life is your mission to actualize your life, to actualize your greatest potential. That is your fucking mission. What else you will do in this life? To laugh at the comedy movies? To talk with your mother about her story? To talk with your husband about his fantasies? What else you will do? No, you will do all of those. Listen to your mother. Listen to your husband. But also conquer your life, man. Conquer your destiny. Live a life of adventure, man. You are the protagonist of your own movie. Like, go all in. Killer instinct. Killer instinct. So this is why it's important, because you are important. So you better win the greatest battle of your life, the battle against yourself. So how to express this instinct? I'm going to go quick because I need to go to grab my daughter. I have only 20 minutes. All right. So first, you need to understand that you are a beast, specifically a beast of the clutch. What is the beast of the clutch? Well, the beast of the clutch means when the game is on the line, that is where you are more in the killer mode. Like a lot of people, when there is only 10 seconds left to the game to be over, they crashed. They get scared. They get erratic. You don't. You have the killer instinct. And every time I feel it, man, when I am playing Call of Duty, when I am with a client, when I am playing basketball, when I am having sex, every time that I'm in the last 10 seconds where everything matters, before your woman achieve your orgasm, she have a window. Like if you stop in that window, you screw the whole sexual operation. And woman knows this, men as well, but men is so easy, right? To go back to the orgasm. It's like no science. But women are mysterious creatures, huh? So in those 10 seconds, you may be very tired. It may be a very difficult woman, but if you stop in those 10 seconds, you screw up. So that is the clutch. The clutch with your client is when he said, okay, I will do it, but he doesn't pay. What you do, right? Like he said, yes, I will buy, but he doesn't proceed forward with the payment. That is the clutch. You need to go and boom, conquer. Same in sex, same in sports, same in your life. You are a beast of the clutch. Michael Jordan like. In the last second, you hit like never before. Most people, they will be tired in the last second. In the last second, you have infinite energy. They don't even know what you are all about until you are in your last seconds. Like they thought that they knew your energy. Oh no. Oh my gotcha. No. In the last 10 seconds, that's where people will understand who you are. Because that's where things matter. And that's where you activate the killer instinct and you go God mode into penetrating that reality and to conquer that reality. Also, you play no games. Do you know who play games? Children. You play a game, but it's the game of winning. And it's an infinite game. Everything is a game, yes. For more of that, you just watch my podcast titled Why Reality Will Turn into a Video Game. But you play the game in a competitive mode. You don't play the game like, ha, 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 like if you was a Teletubby having fun in the Teletubbies world. No, You play like you are having the best fun of your life while you are conquering the whole world. Because that is fun. To achieve your potential, to express your leadership, man, that is fun. Uh-oh, my wife start to call. Dun, 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 dun. This is dangerous. Anyways, you play no games. The next point is that you conquer or die when you have the assassin instinct. There is no medium level. It's very archaic, very similar to the Vikings. They burned out their chips when they were on the Iceland that they were about to conquer, right? Because they knew that if they have way back home, they didn't fight too well. They didn't fight too strong, with clutch, with assassin instinct. Well, that is not your case. You conquer or die. You conquer or die. You conquer or die. This is powerful, man. This is a binary mindset that have a lot of power. When you go to do a thing, you go all in. And it's going to feel good if you die going all in. You know how many times I have died going all in? I am dying right now. All days going all in. But I'm here, stronger than ever. Sometimes to die is to be born. The next point is that you thrive on competition. A lot of people don't like competition. Screw them, man. That is not your problem. You love competition. You thrive on competition. You are competition. You are a platform of competition. Things are competing in you, within you. Ideas are competing within you. Emotions are competing within you. Imaginations are competing within you. Words, which word do you will use? With language, español or inglés, everything is competing within you. Sexual energy versus morality versus the other paradigm, the religion, everything is competing within you. Viruses is competing against your immune system. Your bones are competing with your skin for space. Oxygen is competing with other chemicals to enter your lungs. Everything is competition in existence. So why not to thrive on it? Why to be one of those that demonize competition because they lack the skill to compete and to win? Don't be like that. Have the assassin instinct. For me, that is my favorite kind of rival. Well, that is not truth. My favorite type of rival is the one that it will bring the best of me. Like the one that have also a killer instinct. That is the one that I want to go against. But one of the rivals that I most enjoy is those that say, because this is an arm, and you learn about this if you read the book 48 Laws of Power of Robert Greene. Like, to say that you don't like power is a tool for power. Do you know that, right? So some people say, oh yeah, hey, we are gonna just play, man. Slow, right? Soft, because I am not competing here. That is a strategy. If someone says that to me, okay, man, you compete whatever you want. I will crush you right now. That's it. Not because I have something against you. It's because it's my instinct. It's the same as if you put a ball of hair in front of a cat, he will jump on that ball of hair. It's instinct. If you put blood on your face and go to a bull and kiss the bull in the face, he will crush you with the horns. His instinct, he will go crazy, right? He will go crazy. If you put a horse that is very horny with a female horse that is very horny, they will copulate. Yes, because that is instinct, the same instinct that I'm using to compete as hell every time. No excuses. I don't care if I win or I lose. I will go all in to win. That is all that it matters. Also, you don't compete because you want to beat others. You compete and you win because you want to surpass yourself. That is the more beautiful thing. You are the worst and better competitor of yours. Like, I am not competing with no one. Like, I see, so many influencers in the personal development space that are so big, man, so big. And I am like, oh, I admire their work. And I see other influencers that are, in the other spaces, maybe comedy, maybe music, I don't know. And I see them getting ahead sometimes in numbers or influence. And I say, man, good for them. Like, I am on my own gravity. I am on my own core. I don't know about them. I want to compete with myself. I want to compete with myself. So I am competing against them all the time. But really, I am competing with myself. So it's not that I want to crush the guy in the basketball game or in the video game or whatever, or the cards game. No, it's that I want to surpass myself. And in order to do that, I need to crush the guy and crush all the doubts that I have on my mind about my own performance and about my own limitations and about my own insecurities. I need to crush all of that. I need to spiritualize all of that. I need to transcend all of that. And maybe, and just maybe, I will be better at the end of the game, more lovable, more compassionate. But if we compete again, I do it again and I do it again and I do it again forever. Because it's like a competition that is based on cooperation. And that is another idea for another podcast that I think that I have on my list. Like, competition in the ultimate analysis is cooperation, and cooperation in the ultimate analysis is competition. And finally, this is the most important point. Don't apologize, don't say sorry, or don't ask for forgiveness. Let me tell you a story. One time I was in a room, in a classroom, doing my doctoral program, and they split us in certain teams to compete. And I was very competitive, man. I was with my killer instinct normally. And one guy, he was using the strategy that I talked about, like, hey, this is a game. Why you are competing so hard? Right. And that day he said something like that after our team was crushing his team. And I say something that I regret a lot. And I said, hey man, I'm sorry. Like, I am very competitive, and I'm sorry if I offend you or someone else. Like, I'm sorry. I just was being myself, and it's okay. And everything was tranquil after that. No more problem. Nothing happened after that. Like, we continued the game. But I regret that. Why? Because I was not sorry, first of all, and I don't have to be. So I was not integrous with myself in that moment. I say sorry when it was a lie, just to be politically correct. And also, I didn't explore the philosophy, the instinct, the assassin instinct philosophy too in depth enough to understand that it's okay to not say sorry, like, to not ask for forgiveness, like, it was my fault, all my responsibility, but I learned from that I will never do that again. Like, if you are in a competition with me, I'm going for you because I'm going for me. I am not sorry about it. I will never regret, and I will smash you or you will smash me. That's the period of that. All right. That is, my friend, the assassin instinct. Use this idea, meditate on it, practice this idea in every clutch scenario that you find yourself, every time that is mattering, and you will win every time. So, my friend, please comment in this podcast if you like what you saw, or if you didn't like it, or whatever is your opinion. Comment, please. I will be answering. Share this with a friend. Share it in your social media. Also, remember that we are on Patreon, and you can donate there if you want to contribute to this podcast. We will appreciate that. Link on description. Also, we have the chat. The Telegram group is a free chat that you can join us to speak more about personal development and spiritual growth. And finally, check where it says everything promoted, because there I am, probably having the 75% off hyper productivity unleashing the beast course with 75% off. So go there, my friend, and conquer that project that will be your